Hey, so you want to record that new episode?
About bloody time.
What do you mean?
It's been like months, man.
Has it been that long?
Oh my lord, where have you been?
Hello and welcome to Final Form.
Yeah, finally.
Finally Form.
We took a surprise break. We had to replay the whole getting back to Namek arc several times.
It was the off season. No. This is the first recording of any of the podcasts since early July, mid-June, something like that. For Final Form, this has been like 2 months.
Yeah, we haven't done it since Your Name.
Was Your Name the last one? No, we did the My Hero Academia movie.
Right. Well, that was more of a mini episode.
You were in the middle of moving into this house, which is very cozily lived in now.
There's a nice shelf of figures all done up. First thing you walk in the house, you'll see it.
So I'm just going to state right now, I'm going to say this again on the next Jedi Dropouts episode. This is 100% on me. I, Ryan Taylor, do declare that it is my fault that there have been no podcasts. There's been a combination of just a bunch of things in my life, and I won't get into it, but it's my fault, and we're going to come back strong. We're going to come back with maybe a new podcast, which I might get into a little bit later.
Don't you go start making too many promos.
I will not,
Mr. Taylor.
I will not. Okay. We will attempt to follow a schedule. That's the best I can promise.
Alright, that's all I can say. But yeah, I'm Mitchell Clark.
I'm Ryan Taylor, as I said.
And this time we're dealing with one of the most beloved animes we can think of, and Ryan's personal favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yep, Cowboy Bebop. I finally watched Cowboy Bebop.
Yes.
And I give it a solid. It's pretty good.
That's you know what? Coming out of you, that's pretty good review.
Yeah, I do have some weird standards, don't I?
Yeah.
But I honestly, this is basically the Citizen Kane of anime for me. I don't like Citizen Kane that much, but I can step back going, yes, I see the praise. I don't enjoy it, but I see the praise. It deserves its praise.
Yeah, fair enough.
Unlike other animes I've watched where it's been praised to high heaven, I just stare at it going like, what the hell is wrong with you people? This is just weird Christianity mumbo-jumbo with a plot and a main character I want to punch.
That doesn't sound specific at all.
Yes. Here's the thing, though. I knew so little about Cowboy Bebop, I did not know this was a Sunrise production.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because it's never really mentioned with Sunrise's big things, and Sunrise's big things are Gundam and lately Code Geass, which Code Geass is my favorite anime, and I think there are a few staff members that do cross over between.
Yeah, probably. That makes sense.
Not like the big developers or staff like that, but there's a few like behind the scene guys, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to realize that, well, there are some things done with Bebop that I think they use to learn to make better anime, like better Gundams and better Code Geass stuff. And I will say this, though. A lot of people say Cowboy Bebop is the best anime dub we've ever gotten. I don't agree to that, but I think, oh my god, this is probably one of the best first ones we've ever got. Like, this is one of the first dubs that was clearly, let's give 110% this.
Yeah.
And no character sounds wrong.
No.
Like, everyone's like, let's find someone, like, here's a character, let's find the voice for them. That would be English. Rather than, okay, we need, I don't know how to describe it. A lot of animes dubs, there's always one or two people in the background, and you go like, that's not how this character should sound, or it's close, it's really close, but you missed the mark. But every character in this, they sound like their voice fits their character. Yeah. Not just their design, but their backstory, and how they act, and how they interact with people. Yeah. Like, so many people love Spike Spiel's voice.
Yeah.
And
what's the actor's name?
I forget now.
Come on.
We should have had this prepared.
Yeah.
I will say this, though. My personal favorite character from Bebop is Jet.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
He's so good. I just love the old grizzled cop who, who's just tired.
Yeah.
He comes across as so tired, and he's the big brother, or the closest thing to a dad the crew has, and he's the one trying to take care of them, but he also has no patience for almost any of their shit.
You know, it's funny. The last week, I've been watching this Netflix series, Mindhunter.
I've heard that's good.
Very good. I'm really enjoying it. Season 2 just came out, and one of the main characters of that show,
Stephen Bloom based.
Stephen Bloom.
I knew it was like one of the big names.
Yeah.
I think it's. Bloom's been in a lot of things, and I think Spiegel was one of his best characters he's ever voiced.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically like, if we're talking Steve Bloom, he's best known for that and like Wolverine from the X-Men animated series, right? That's where that's what I think anyway.
He's in a lot of video games I play, and he's really good.
But there's a character on Mindhunter, Agent Bill Tench, and my God, if he isn't just like he's Jet. And like he has exactly what you're saying. He has that gruff, grizzled but tired.
Yeah,
you know.
It's not like he doesn't care. He's trying not to care.
Yeah.
Like life has kicked him so many times.
Yeah. Someone else I want to talk about here. Someone very important. I guess the creator, the head of the show, the mind behind it.
Yeah.
Shinichiro Watanabe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that quite right.
Watanabe, you got pronounced right. Yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty acclaimed because he's got Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, Space Dandy was him.
Yeah. I've heard good things about Space Dandy.
Yeah.
It's like his weakest one.
He also did Kids on the Slope and Terror in Resonance, and I don't know anything about those.
I've never heard about those. But of his like big, most famous ones, Space Dandy is like basically. If I was gonna say, it's basically his Temple of Doom.
Okay.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
But it's not as strong as the other ones he's done.
I'm gonna dive into Space Dandy at some point. I haven't got around to that one.
I heard the dub was one of the first, I think, Simon dubs ever done.
Okay.
So it's a bit of a hallmark in the industry, and it's one of the better ones. I think Steve Bloom's in that one as well. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Also, worth noting that Watanabe has a new anime that came out this year. Carol and Tuesday.
Oh, I have not heard of that.
Produced by Studio Bones.
Okay, it's gonna have very high quality animation then.
Premiered in April.
Right.
Netflix has the international distribution rights. It's gonna be released next week internationally. Look at that!
Hot damn! Well,
August 30th, 2019. All
right, but maybe we should get back on topic of what Bebop.
But Watanabe. Between making Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo is easily among my favorite anime creators going. No question about it. Let's get into what Cowboy Bebop actually is.
Well, let's explain what the space cowboys are in a sense.
Yeah.
It's... Okay, well, it's a futuristic world. Earth is pretty much uninhabitable.
Yeah.
People still live on it, but science is at the point where you can jump from nearly planet to planet in a few hours.
Yeah.
Using wormhole gates, but like trucking lanes. And there's a lot of Wild West or... It's very cyberpunk in places.
Yes. Yeah. And that's...
But not like Ghost in the Shell dark cyberpunk. This is basically cyberpunk light, I want to call it.
Yeah. I get that.
Like, everything doesn't work, but in that kind of way where it's basically people are too cheap to upgrade, or you don't have the money to upgrade, one of the two. And our main characters are technically bounty hunters.
Yeah, I gotta let's pause on that for a second. I really like the world building in this.
Oh yeah,
because they don't go into a lot of detail. They don't overdo it.
No,
but they give you enough to make you go, okay, I want to see a bit more. No, okay, we're not gonna see that. But,
yeah, and everything, like all the designs, are really good. Like when they want to make something look like an old piece of crap.
Yeah.
It looks like a realistic old piece of crap that still works.
Yeah.
But one of the best things design-wise is Spike's swordfish. His ship.
Oh
my god, that's beautiful. And they never once animate badly.
No.
And this is good. I can definitely tell, like, the A team who makes some of the best Gundam fights made a lot of these dogfights with these ships.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing it's missing is the arms and laser swords.
Yeah. And not just the swordfish. I love the main ship as well.
Oh yeah, the Bebop itself is. It looks like, you know, a giant piece of trash.
Yeah,
but
that you could live in.
You could live in it, but it also looks like it's been through shit. But it's not gonna crash anytime soon. Like it's basically it was built back in my day. Things were built to last.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's no design to it. And like no one committee designed. Someone basically goes, "I need a ship."
Yeah.
Okay, what do you need? No, I need a ship. What do you need for it? I need a ship that will survive. Okay, it's gonna be ugly.
And I like what you're saying about the way you can jump between planets and how they use that.
Yeah. One of my favorite, the first episode that I watched that made me go, "This is a show worth watching."
Yeah.
Is the one about truckers.
Yeah.
Heavy metal or something like that.
Yeah.
Like up until then, I was just kind of like, okay,
yeah,
this is well animated, well voiced, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't really like anybody yet. Oh wow. Okay, this is good. First off, a lot of heavy metal stuff going on, and I like heavy metal.
Yeah.
And second of all, wow, that's a really good story.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing about it is Bebop has a bunch of short one-episode stories.
Yep.
Not all of them are good.
No.
But when they get good, they're good.
Yeah.
That was the first one I liked, and the next one I liked was when we delved in the Jet's past. Like
that's a good episode.
That was like
that's a fucking great episode.
The best episode, period.
That's not my favorite. My favorite is always going to be the horror one.
Oh yeah,
the escaped convict. What's that one called? It's named after the convict itself.
Yeah, I can't
but
remember.
it's basically like a little horror movie.
Yeah, with a slasher kind of killer.
Yeah. But I really like that they use all these different planets.
Yeah, they do come back to the same planet multiple times.
Oh, absolutely.
But much like coming back to a big city, they go to different parts of it.
Yeah, and the thing about it is yes, they have all these different worlds, and in say an older sci-fi series, every world would have been, you know, like here's this crazy alien race, and you know, like
it's all humans.
It's little touches. Every world feels completely different.
It's the best way to say it is basically a bunch of crime. It feels like a crime show or a show like that where they're going from city to city.
Yeah.
But every city, while similar, has their own quirks to it. Like in this one, there's more of a drug problem.
Yeah.
In this one, there's more of a kidnapping problem.
Exactly.
In this one, there's just some sort of weird psycho floaty guy with this crazy grin. Which, well, that was another episode I really liked.
Yeah.
The ending of that was really satisfying.
Oh, yeah.
Where he completely snaps.
1 second. I have the episode titles here.
Yeah. They're almost always a genre of music and then a plot point.
I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's French. Pierrot Lafou?
Pierrot Lafou, I think so, yeah. Yeah. That was a really good one.
So good. But yeah, like you said, so there's an overarching plot of the show, but how many episodes would you say actually deal with the like overall story?
10 at most, and that's only if they like sprinkle it in as like at the end.
If you're talking about episodes that are entirely main plot, you've got 5 tops.
5 tops, yeah.
And that's what I like about it, because it's like, here's the world, here are the characters, let's drop them into different scenarios.
And while there's this big mafia thing going on in the background, that's not going to be a part of their lives every single day. It's a part of Spike's life, non-stop, but Spike's the kind of person not to, here's my tragic backstory.
No.
Let me tell it to you again.
Yeah.
No, he's basically like, can we not? I don't want anyone to deal with my tragic shit. It's my shit, that's it. Can we go now?
Yeah.
I think that's like almost Jet's like catchphrase. Like, can we go now? It feels like he just wants to get shit over. That's the thing I like about Spike the most is that he, much like Jet, he's tired, but he's more willing to vocalize that. Yeah, I'm really tired of this crap.
Yeah.
Like I don't like dogs, I don't like kids, and I don't like working with women.
It's a little more apparent when like how many episodes end with Spike just nearly unconscious on the couch, just
yeah. I can definitely see why someone would say Spike is my spirit animal.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Like if you work a job that's hard on your ass and you have to deal with coworkers you can't stand, but they're not bad people. You're Spike. You just want to lay on the couch, have a beer, and have your steak and bell peppers. All we have is bell peppers, though. I love that they use that gag twice.
Yep.
They bookend the show with that, and that's a really good gag.
He's... I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. He was highly influenced in the creation of Spike Siegel. Highly influenced by Lupin.
Yeah, it's definitely... It's more... If Lupin didn't have as much comedy to it... There's still comedy to Spike.
Yeah.
Like, this show is noir, but it's the good kind of noir where they put humanity to it. And humanity does have its weird moments where basically if you were outside looking at someone's life, you'd go, what the fuck?
Yep, exactly.
I mean, this is a show about space bounty hunters, and one episode has a guy who's literally a cowboy, riding around a horse in the middle of this futuristic city.
Yeah, yeah.
And, like, that's stupid. And I like, if someone was rich enough in our world, they would do that if they were eccentric enough.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's...
We're only, like a couple years removed from that anyway.
Honestly, I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. Like, I'm surprised that we have not heard, like, some billionaire fighting crime on on horseback, dressed as a cowboy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard to fight the crime when you're the criminal, but, you know. So let's get into the other characters that you're maybe not so fond of.
Yeah, there's 4 main characters.
Yeah.
There's Spike Spiegel, there's Jet, there's Faye Valentine, and Edward.
Yeah.
If it was up to me, Edward would have been sent out of the airlock, because I can't stand that little kid.
See, Edward is a big point of controversy for viewers of the show.
Either you find Edward funny and you enjoy Edward's antics, or Edward is nails on a chalkboard.
See, I think Edward adds to the show. I'm not going to be like, you know, I'm highly entertained, rolling in laughter at Edward's antics.
Yeah.
But I do really enjoy how much everyone else is annoyed by him.
Yes, at least everyone else... Like, that's the only thing I like about Edward. Everyone feels how I'm feeling right now. Yeah. Like, Edward is a super genius little girl who can hack like crazy, and that's what she brings.
Yeah.
But she's also quirked to the maximum. Like while she's typing away, she just randomly says, like, little songs and dances that make no sense of what's going on. And I'm just like, okay, what's going on? What are you doing, little girl? Can you...
Yeah. I don't know.
She does have her moments where even I don't hate her.
Yeah.
Like, when she hacks the crew into thinking that her father is a big bounty, so she can see her dad.
Yeah.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah.
And then you find out that, okay, her dad is also kind of weird and quirky.
Yeah.
And very scatterbrained.
Yeah.
That felt kind of good and kind of sad.
I think the show would be highly lacking without Ed.
Yeah, as much as I don't like Ed, I don't know what to replace Ed with.
Yeah.
Like, the show would be very different without Ed, but my gut reaction is, I don't want you here. The other character I'm not too fond of, Faye Valentine, belongs in the show. She actually is.
Yeah.
But I just don't like her. She just really doesn't seem to learn lessons about her own life. Like, she has a good story. She's really well done. I like her. I like her little pod ship too. It feels like an homage to the Gundam's ball mech.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is just a little orb capsule with guns.
Yeah.
Not that well designed, not that very useful, but she does some crazy things that I do like.
Yeah, yeah.
And some of her action scenes are really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not... Like, when she's doing things, cool. When she gets herself into trouble because she doesn't learn the lesson of, I can trust these two, or going off on my own, has never worked yet, so let's try again.
See, okay, I think that's where we differentiate as viewers.
Yeah.
And I've had this... I think we've run into this a few times.
Yeah, we have.
You're very much... You get into the heads of the characters.
Yeah.
You're watching the show as if you are living in it.
Yeah.
And when you see someone do something frustrating, or dumb, you get frustrated because you're like, no, that's a bad decision.
Yeah.
I'm watching it from the point of view of, well, not that I am a creator, but I always watch things from the point of view of the writer. And I think that Faye's decisions, while dumb at times, make a lot of sense.
Yeah, they do. They make
for her narrative, for her mindset.
Yeah, they do. But I still feel like she's a little bit slow on the uptake of learning lesson of I'm always getting myself into hot water by going off on my own.
Yeah. But
like,
I mean, don't we both know people like that who just don't learn? They just
but those people I find are very unenjoyable altogether.
Yeah, but you can't. But the thing is, I'm not saying that I'm friends with people who can't learn lessons. And
I get what you're saying, but basically, she is so close to being a good character for me.
Yeah,
she's just, if she would, when she at the end of the show, I started to like her more when she started to finally develop.
Yeah.
But the first few episodes, or almost the first half, where she's pretty much the exact same character and nothing has impacted her, where Jet and Spike have been slightly altered by things that are going on around them, I felt like you're not as good as a character as these two. These two can grow and develop. You're just kind of spinning your wheels in place.
But it kind of makes sense too, because think about it.
No. She had I get what you're coming from. Her backstory is she has no history.
Yeah.
Which would mess with you, and you would make a lot of mistakes from it. But I just because you get something does not mean your gut reaction is to like it.
Okay, that's fair.
And like I said, she belongs to the show, though. She is when she is in action and when she is with the crew. Yeah, she adds to them. Like a lot of her jokes do work. Yeah, but when she's on her own, I don't like her. Okay, and that being said, though, when Spike and Jet are with the group, I like them. When Spike and Jet go off and do their own things, I still like them. They're still in their own head. Even when both of them are making emotional decisions, which are never good decisions in a noir show. No, generally not. They're still enjoyable decisions, I find.
I think what it comes down to is that psychologically, all these characters are pretty much in the same place, and that's what makes the show work. Because the heart of the show is a bunch of people who have learned to fend for themselves, trust no one, and they have stumbled upon a family of people who are exactly like them, and they need each other and they work well together, but they all fight it.
Yeah, they're all lone wolves with finally a pack, and they're not ready to rejoin for dozens of reasons. Yeah, like I don't trust anybody. Yeah, I've been burned before. I get people burned when they're close to me. Yeah. I don't know who I am. What if I'm a monster? Yeah.
Are we going to spoil the ending or not?
I think we should not spoil this ending, because I really liked not knowing the ending of the show. Yeah. I will say the last 2 episodes were edge of my seat. I watched them. Every other episode, I watched one, and then I went off and did something. Yeah. But the last 2 episodes, I stopped everything.
They're gripping, right?
They're gripping.
And I know I'm biased because it is my favorite anime of all time, but easily my favorite ending to an anime. Personally,
I can definitely see why you would say that. It's not I didn't put this in my top 20. Yeah, but damn, this is how you end a show.
Right.
Even though I don't think this show was amazing, this is how you end a show. It didn't best ending for me ever, but holy crap, that hour or 45 minutes or how much long it was, that was good. That was really good.
One thing I love about this show, in terms of its pacing and the way it's set up, is it is so open to revisiting. Yes. You don't need most series, when they clue up, the only way to revisit is a sequel or a prequel. Yeah. Cowboy Bebop has so many gaps. Yeah. There's so much it's so vague on the time spent throughout the show and whether or not, is this the next day? Is this the next month? You're not really sure.
We don't know how long they've been the crew travels together. It feels like less than a year, but
it could be longer.
It could be longer, yeah.
So if you wanted to make a movie that took place somewhere in between, if you wanted to revisit and make a little mini series, and you can do that.
Or if you really want to, you could still make a sequel. You would just be lacking a character or two. Yeah. Which would still be interesting to see how these other characters react to what happened.
And
I wouldn't want that, though. No. I would prefer, this is one where take place in the middle. The strongest point about Cowboy Bebop is if you, besides the last 2 episodes, if you want to rewatch any episode, do it. Yeah. There's no baggage. There's no previously on, I forgot about this plot point. You can
hop in and just...
There's a few small exceptions, but...
Okay, yeah.
They're not ruin the episode or ruin the story.
Yeah, exactly.
If I threw you into my favorite episode, the trucker one. Yeah. That's a standalone episode, and it's a really good standalone episode.
And as for the live action reboot that they're doing,
Yes.
that's another thing that I like about Bebop. As opposed to, let's just take for example Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
If you're remaking Full Metal Alchemist, like I never did watch the live action movie.
Yeah.
But you basically have to follow the plot points.
You do. You have the strong point of Full Metal Alchemist is the story and the characters.
Yeah, you need to
the world is cool.
Yeah.
The powers are cool, but they're not the real enjoyable things of the story. They're the things that might pull you in, and then you realize, holy crap, these characters in this story is amazing.
Yeah.
Same thing, honestly, with Death Note. It's the characters. So you cannot do a show without properly doing these characters.
Yeah. And if you do remake either of those, which has been done, you technically have to follow that story beat for beat.
Pretty much, yeah.
Bebop, you get the characters and
put them wherever.
Don't change the ending.
Yeah.
You can make up whatever you want in the middle.
Yeah. You can do an entire mini arc where they're chasing one guy for a bounty.
Yeah.
For 5 episodes.
You can take one of those episodes and turn that into a movie if you wanted to.
Stretch it out. Like, I don't know, they're chasing after a mad bomber.
Yeah.
They do chase after several bombers in the show.
Yeah, exactly.
But, they could draw that out because that could be interesting.
It's so loosely put together.
Hell, you could even chase the final villain. Because he's a big, just because we know where he ends up at the end of the show does not mean we don't know some things of how he got there.
Exactly.
Or why some people are fiercely loyal to him.
Yeah. And I love that.
Yeah.
And see, what else should we... Well, let's get into the actual animation.
The animation is stunning. This is some of Sunrise's best animation, and it's in that time frame when the colorization is done by hand. Yeah. It's that rich, dark colors.
And this show's 20 years old?
Yeah.
Roughly?
Roughly, yeah. It's one of their best, it and Gundam Wing are pretty, came out around the same time. There's a few years apart from them.
Yeah.
And it looks like they got the same guys to color everything.
Yeah.
And I love those colors.
Absolutely.
I call them very brightly dark.
Yeah.
These colors are livid, but they're got a muted tone to them. I don't know really how to describe it besides... There's colors everywhere, but it's still dark.
Yeah.
But it's not like modern day colors everywhere, everything's dark, where everything just looks dark.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, the muted colors,
These colors have life to them, they're just less saturated. Yeah. Which makes them feel a bit more real to me, rather than whatever you want to call... The best example is whatever the DC Cinematic Universe does with colors.
Yeah.
Which is... I think colors are a thing in that universe. They've heard of them.
Yeah.
But why don't we talk about the music?
Oh yeah. Before we get to the music, one more thing on the animation.
Sure.
The character design.
Oh yeah, they're really good designs.
Not just in terms of the character's background and personality, but costume design.
Yeah.
Costume design in animation is such a specific thing.
I know. And most of their designs tell a story as well.
Yes.
The best example is Jet has a metallic arm.
Yeah.
That tells you, holy crap, there's something wrong with... That something happened to him in the past.
Yeah.
And apparently you also find out later on that, you can just get a new organic arm. He chooses to have a metal one.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot about the character.
Yeah.
They don't need to say anything else about it.
No.
Spike's jacket always looks like he's very slacker, like he doesn't have the energy to fully dress himself properly.
He constantly looks like okay, when you watch an old movie, not an old movie, but a movie set in say the 60s.
Yeah.
Or a TV show set in the 60s. And you've got this done up businessman who at the end of the day, after having a couple drinks, ties off, the shirt's loosened. That's how Spike dresses up.
Yeah, that is him at his best.
Yeah, that's him after getting ready in the morning.
Faye's design. Wow, that's pretty stripperific. It's almost like she's using her body as not only a shield, but a way of getting things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, which is definitely a learned behavior from the past, right?
Yeah. And it's her using her sexuality as a weapon is that tells you a lot about her.
Yeah.
And
okay, how many anime have you watched? You don't need to give me a number here.
Sure.
Where there is a female character in a revealing outfit.
I'm sorry, my calculator burst into flames.
So, second question, follow up here. How many of those costumes stand out as memorable or iconic.
I want to say half at best.
At best.
At best, probably less if there's even less if it's not only stands out and it's good design, but suits the character.
Exactly. I love not just from a male lens. I love her outfit design because it is striking.
It tells a story.
It does,
and also it's easy on the eyes.
Well, yeah.
Even Edward,
the cosplays are nice.
Even Edward's like shirt, shorts, no shoes.
Yeah.
What? Why are you wearing no shoes?
Exactly, right?
You lived on Earth where it's constantly dirt and raining meteorites.
Yep.
How do you get around? No, walks just fine on.
And all these little characters that drop in for like one episode.
Yeah.
So striking.
Yeah.
Like so many of them grab you and you're like, I always want to see an anime about you. You know?
Like, I keep going back to the trucker lady. Yeah. Holy crap! I want an anime about her.
Like, very first episode for me.
Yeah.
That couple, smuggling the drugs.
Yeah.
I could watch a whole movie just like
about them smuggling.
Yeah, like a Bonnie and Clyde story.
That would be interesting, and I like how that one ended. Like the episode, I didn't like it until the ending.
Yeah.
That was it, and I'm like, okay, that was enjoyable, but not great. Didn't really wow me. I've seen this story before. Yeah. Well done, seeing it before.
Yeah. Let's get into the music.
I'm going to say this, and you're going to hate me for it. I got sick of the opening by episode 2.
What?
I've heard the opening several times before, but never back-to-back before, and I'm like, oh my god, this song got annoying.
Really?
Yeah, it felt... I think it was Mood Whiplash, actually, because I watched immediately after I was talking to a friend of mine about this, and he's like, well, how about if he found a video of someone using that song to a pure comedy thing. Worked perfectly fine.
Okay.
Because it didn't move. Ugh.
Yeah.
And also I turned the volume down because there's one part where the saxophone gets really grating on my nerves.
Oh, the little sax solo in there?
Yeah. I like sax solos, but this one's basically like, it sounded to me like, let's put the microphone inside the sax.
Oh, yeah.
Like, but that ending song, holy crap.
Yeah.
That's how you do a good ending song. Like, that's good. I did not get tired of that.
Cowboy Bebop is one of the few anime that I've never skipped the opening.
I skipped it every single time.
I never will. I will.
And there's so many anime where I don't skip the opening.
That is not only easily my favorite anime opening, but top 5 TV show openings ever for me. I will listen to that. I will, and not only listen, but I will watch that opening every time. I love the animation. I love that.
Now, the animation style to it is good, though.
It's got like this old spy series kind of vibe.
That being said, though, as much as I didn't like that theme song, I got tired of it. If they don't put it for the live-action remake, someone's getting punched in the back of the head. Even by me. Like, this is so iconically Bebop, even though I don't like it.
Yeah.
No, you keep this iconography to it. Like...
Well, to be fair, I like jazz a lot. Like I listen to a fair amount of jazz myself.
I freaking love jazz. Like that's one of the reasons why I think Persona 5 had one of the best soundtracks to a game ever. Because it's pretty much all here's all jazz.
Yeah.
Thank you, more please.
But
I don't.
Not just the opening, not just the closing, but the music in the series.
Like every episode has a musical theme to it.
Yeah.
And they really lean heavy into it.
Yeah. And they'll pair that with the theme of the episode.
Yeah.
In what is it? Black Mamba something.
Yeah, there's a lot of Mamba style music to that, and it's really fitting.
What's that episode called? Black Dog Serenade. I was thinking
that was it,
Mushroom Samba. Those episodes are back to back. That's why.
That's why. And those two styles of music do kind of flow with each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
It makes sense.
And like you said, Heavy Metal Queen.
Yeah,
that episode. Yeah.
Almost all heavy metal plays it.
I love the way the fight scenes go with Spike.
Yes.
Every time there's
they pick a song and time the animation to it.
Yeah, and the way he moves, it's so like just this.
Like his animation, his kung fu is amazing.
Yeah.
There was never a bad fight with Spike.
No.
And it's graceful. It's amazing. Like I don't know how they're gonna do that in live action. Like who could really?
I know. There's so many things that they could fuck up.
Yeah.
I hope they I hope they go for the heart of the show.
Yeah.
But as always with anything, if they do fuck it up, then you can just watch the original.
This is not going to retroactively ruin the original. It's not like it's going to go back in time and make the creator.
Yeah.
It's very rarely can something be so bad that it ruins the original.
Yeah.
It does happen, but it's got to be like so bad that it makes you rethink everything. And I can't think of an example off the top of my head.
Yeah, okay.
Your immediate reaction sometimes is that, but you come back a little while after you've cooled down and go, no, the original's still good.
Yeah. Let's see. Got the music, got into the animation. Something that we've mentioned once or twice here, but I want to get into. I'm a big title guy. Like, okay. In terms of, I played in bands for years, and I always obsessed over, song titles.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or, even with Jedi Dropouts, we do the pun titles. I think with those titles. I always want the title to be right. And I think Cowboy Bebop has my favorite episode titles, maybe of any TV show.
Okay.
They do take a lot of, they do lift from bands.
Yeah.
There's a lot of musical influence there.
There is also a whole genre blank.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very formulaic, but they clearly spent time thinking of what genre suits this episode.
Asteroid Blues, Stray Dog Strut. I love these titles. Gateway Shuffle. It feels musical, noir, and sci-fi in almost every title.
And it tells you a lot about the episode itself, too.
Yeah.
Sometimes a bit too much, but every show is guilty of that when they have titles for an episode. I don't care how well written your episode is, if you name the episode this person's trial or this person's this, you're immediately going, okay, this character's going to go through shit. Thanks.
Let me see. A couple more of my favorite
Although nothing will ever be as bad as Dragon Ball Z's episode titles. We're going to find out next time on Dragon Ball Z on Frieza's defeat.
Yeah.
Will Frieza lose? Well, thanks.
Yeah. The episode titles are conversations, right?
Yes. They're clearly conversations.
See, Boogie Woogie Feng Shui is great.
I love the title of that one alone.
Brain Scratch.
That actually, a small tangent, that episode is the name of one of my favorite YouTube channels.
Oh, yeah.
They're all big fans of Cowboy Bebop, so they made themselves Brain Scratch commentary.
Yeah.
And, I had for long time did not know they were talking about this.
And you know what? You've told me about it, and it never clicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one time I was at AtlantaCon and heard someone talk about Brain Scratch. And I'm like, oh, someone's talking about the commentary group. I poked my head, you know what you do when you hear someone talk about a thing you like.
Yeah, of course.
And they're like, oh, the Bebop episode. I'm like, immediately the sound of dial went through my brain, and they were, right, they talked about it. That's where they got their name from. But for some reason, it did not stick with me until someone at a convention actually talked about it, because...
last thing I'll mention title-wise, the two-part finale, The Real Folk Blues.
Oh yeah,
I love it. I love the thought that went into the titling of each episode. I really enjoy that.
Some of those episodes were clearly someone just sat up in the middle of it. I have the name of the next episode, and it's stupid, and I love it, and no one will change it. Yeah. Other times I can see the writing staff just staring at each other, going what the hell do we name this episode?
Yeah.
I got no idea.
Ganymede Elegy is another great one.
Yeah, that one clearly sounds like they spent hours thinking of a name for that.
Man, I don't know what else to say about this.
Like I said, while this show did not wow me, it is worth praise.
Yeah.
It may not wow everyone, it may not be automatically in everyone's favorites, but it is a landmark, and I do recommend trying it.
Yeah.
And because of the way the show works, pick a title that gets, or a description of an episode that gets your attention.
Yeah, you know what?
Just avoid the last two episodes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Aside from the last two and the mid-section, Jupiter Jazz.
Yeah.
That two-parter, those are very main plot heavy. You can basically just pick an episode.
Yeah. Pick the first episode,
for the most part.
Pick the first episode that's not part of a two-parter.
Yep.
That catches your attention.
Yep.
And try the show. They do introduce characters.
Yeah, of course.
But still, you'll still find out about them in that episode.
Yep. That one you mentioned, Heavy Metal Queen, I think that is a good starter episode.
Yeah, because
that is a real good one to just pick up.
Yeah.
Maybe
you really do get the feel of that world from that one.
Maybe even the second episode, Stray Dog Strut, I think is a pretty good intro.
Yeah.
The introduction of Ein. Of course, Ein.
We forgot about the dog. Yeah,
the dog.
Ein's a dog I like. I like
Ein the corgi. I love him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like. I'm not even a dog person, and Ein is he's a good boy.
Yeah, it's a good boy. I'm glad that we finally got to talk about Bebop.
Oh yeah, I'm glad I finally sat down and watched it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think I'm ever going to come back to the full series, but even I'm going to rewatch a few of my favorite episodes every now and then.
Right? And
I don't have the excuse if it's ever on TV because I don't have cable here anymore.
Yeah.
But I have available on Funimation, so
Yeah.
every now and then I might rewatch it because
Yeah.
sometimes there's a couple episodes I was not big fans of, but the soundtrack of the episode alone I'll come back to.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if I ever see like the vinyl for this.
Oh my god. I never even thought of that.
Oh, if I ever see the vinyl of it, I'm buying it for you first, and I'm getting a second copy for myself.
Yeah.
Because it's good.
Oh my god. I would listen to that.
Like, I will... Okay, well, the show didn't wow me. I'm putting it up in the high, like, tens of best anime soundtracks.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fair.
Yeah. And it does... a lot of my favorite anime soundtracks either do, like, one genre flawlessly, or, like Bebop, do a handful of genres really damn good, so you don't get tired of a genre really fast.
Yeah.
Several animes I know do like a style of music per arc.
Yeah, okay.
Like Bleach is also one of my favorite soundtracks, and for a while they've got all Spanish guitar music for like for a long arc, and it's really good Spanish guitar. And right when I got tired of it, they switched to another style of music. I'm like, oh, good.
Yeah.
There's a few J-pop songs in there that I still hum every now and then.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
Yeah. So, what else can we say about Bebop?
We've talked about the voice acting. Mm-hmm. We've talked about the animation. We've talked about episode titles.
We've talked about the music.
We've talked about the pacing of the story, the world building. I mean, we've covered most of this.
Yeah. It definitely gets our seal of approval.
Oh yeah.
It was always gonna get yours.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it is a.
I'm a little bit nervous you won't end up liking my favorite anime as much as I end up liking your favorite anime.
I mean, like you said earlier, Sunrise.
Yeah.
Did Cowboy Bebop.
Yep.
Gundam Wing.
Yep.
Code Geass. I've seen 2 out of 3, and like
they also did G Gundam, but then he didn't like G Gundam that much.
Yeah. But like, I mean, even if it's in that realm, like you know,
there's going to be something to Code Geass I think you'll like.
Yeah.
But I don't think you'll like it as much as I did. Like.
Okay. Yeah. It might be the opposite of this episode.
It might be. Yeah. And that being said, though, when we finally get Code Geass, I'm gonna air some grieves I have with that show. There's a few quirks of that show. I'm like, why would you? Oh. Yeah. But it's so everything else is just so me.
Yeah.
And
I get that.
And it is kind of the antithesis to Bebop. It is a show with a plot. You pretty much have to watch it start to finish.
Yeah.
There's no jumping on point besides episode 1, season 1.
Yeah.
And but I think that's one of the things I like about Sunrise is they're able to do so many things, and they have that level of clout. Like they're not like Madhouse level of gorgeous animation. Mm-hmm. They're not Studio Bones' quick turnaround that still looks amazing. Yeah. They're always, here is high quality. We took our time making this. Yeah. And they put as much effort into animation and music and story. Like, these 3 things they put together. Like, there's some Madhouse stuff. Oh, I fucking love Madhouse, but that story was pretty weak. Or, that story was really good, but I don't really think Madhouse was the right studio for this show.
Fair enough, yeah.
But Sunrise always seems like, no, this is the right level.
Yeah.
We know how much energy to bring to a show.
Yeah.
Even when we're being goofy with it. Yeah. That's one reason why I love G Gundam so much, is they brought the right level of... They knew the joke would be to, let's draw the show seriously. Yeah. Even though there's a windmill Gundam. Just think, the same studio that brought you the windmill Gundam, or the zebra Gundam, brought you the swordfish.
You know... Yeah, I don't know what to say.
I don't know what kind of drugs they have for the Sunrise like design team for mechs and ships, but
whatever it was they were smuggling in episode 1 of Bebop. Yeah. That's what that shit'll do to you. And if that's not a PSA, then I don't know what is.
Is it a PSA or is it an endorsement? I'm not sure which.
I don't know. Take that as you will.
Yes, as a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
But
oh boy.
Yes. And like I said, it's available at Funimation. You can watch it there, or
easy to get your hands on.
It's easy to get your hands on. Blu-rays are still pretty much available in a lot of places.
Last I checked, when I bought my copy, it was not expensive. No. It was like maybe $30.
Don't go for the DVDs though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Sunrise DVDs, don't go looking for them. They drop off the face of the earth. Mm. I'm still missing one DVD for Gundam 00, and I don't have $400.
Hmm. Yeah. No, thank you.
No, and I think the Blu-rays have also gone up in price.
Wow.
Yeah. But, I guess we'll end the episode here.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see you guys in a few months.
No, it will be quicker than that.
Yeah, we got a...
One thing I want to address before we close out this episode, because it's been so long, a very relevant thing happened while we were on our break or whatever. We should talk about the Kyoto animation?
Oh, yes.
The tragedy.
We were going to do a little thing for that, weren't we?
Yeah, well, we're going to, at some point in the future, cover something.
There's a lot. Kyoto has done a lot of good shows.
We're going to cover one of their anime in the future.
And a few times I didn't even realize it was them who made shows I really liked. So.
Yeah.
But there was some tragedy there.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it since the initial reports. I don't know what the final death toll was.
Yeah.
I know it was in the 30s at least.
Yeah, it was 30 last time I saw it. I haven't been able to look at it since because every time I look at it, I just you get depressed.
Yeah, of course, and not even just an accident. Like this was done on purpose. I believe the guy was making some claim that they ripped off his story or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, and even if they did, murder is not the response.
No, not at all. Not at all. And it's never the response.
No.
But if you have a case, then build a case, sue them.
I mean, Japanese laws are weird like that, but still, like. And a lot of those people, I guarantee you, he probably didn't hurt a single person who was responsible. If they were responsible, if that studio was responsible, all you ended up doing was taking the lives of people who made anime.
Yeah, people who created things for other people's joy.
Yeah, I've seen so many fan art of it. I've seen like every main character from a show they've made for the last 40 years.
Yeah,
at a memorial. That it just shows you that. Yeah, while anime can be weird and the fans can be kind of, let's not touch them with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
They have their moments.
Yeah,
and
of course.
The donations that went to the families around the world were amazing.
Yeah.
I saw so many artists and streamers raising money what they could.
Yeah.
Donation drives and the fan letters sent to them.
Yeah.
Like, still, there was some good that did come from this.
Yeah.
And the studio has not stopped. Like, this did not, they're going to keep going.
Yeah.
They're going to remember these people, they're going to honor these people, and they're going to keep going because you never let those kind of people win. You know?
Yep. So, didn't want to, dwell on it too long.
No.
It
happened, and it needs to be spoken about. And
it's too relevant to the podcast.
And we need to, pay our respects whatever way we can.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to talk about the other news that happened when it comes to... Well, it's not really anime news, but it is news that's relevant to Jedi Dropout.
Still in early development.
No, it's done. Sony's bought Insomniac.
Oh, that.
Yeah, because that one's done. The other news related to the webhead is up in the air.
That. Yeah.
Because I know it's a big deal for you because you're a big...
Spider-Man fan, yeah.
And you've also, you've already pretty much signed over whatever your money to Insomniac, whatever we're working on next.
Absolutely, yeah. So Sony purchased Insomniac.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that works in terms of the the franchise Sunset Overdrive. I don't know. I don't know if Microsoft owns any rights to that, so I don't know. I don't know if that kills that.
Yeah, I don't think it might, or it might
Yeah.
be one of those things where they have to finish it because some contracts work like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they never had anything in the works.
Oh, I thought they had started Sunset too.
No, the developers have talked about.
Oh, that was it.
They've expressed interest in doing a sequel.
Well,
But-
I don't know then.
I mean, I have a PS4 now, so if Insomniac owns the rights and there's a PS4 exclusive that is a sequel to an Xbox exclusive, I'm totally on for it anyway.
Weirder things have happened in gaming media.
Yeah. But no, the main thing here is just give us all these Spider-Man games. Just give us...
I hope Insomniac makes a really good Spider-Man trilogy, like Rocksteady made a really good Batman trilogy.
Yeah. I
think the Web deserves a nice trilogy of games.
I agree.
And only other related news I can think of is, well, for me, Shantae 5 is being produced. It's in works, and Studio Trigger is doing animations for it.
Oh.
And they'd already done the opening cutscene, and oh my god, that's some good work there, Trigger.
Love it.
Yep. So I wanted to end on something that made us both happy.
Yeah.
So
there are talks in the news today about the whole
Sony and
Sony, Disney, Spider-Man Tom Holland Spider-Man might not be in the MCU, so on. I don't believe it.
I think it could happen, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it didn't. Like, this is Disney we're talking about, and Disney is making a buttload of money off that Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So be prepared for them to fight tooth and nail. Although that being said, Disney has had a few financial troubles this year.
Really?
Tied to Star Wars, actually. Apparently, that new whole Star Wars section they did in one of the parks is less popular than Small World.
I don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy that. I see too many posts.
So do I. But I'm like, where is this coming from? But apparently, people are talking about Disney's lost a lot of money off it. I'm like, what did it cost $10 billion and only charged people $2 to go in?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think Disney are gonna be fine.
Disney's like, if Disney has a bad year, what does that look like? That's the thing. Like, a lot of people joke, but Nintendo had a bad year. Like, what does that look like for Nintendo?
Yeah.
They've never once ever been in the red.
No, exactly.
It's not like, if Sony has a bad year, they've got that would mean like Sony electronics were bad, Sony video games were bad, Sony movies were bad.
Yeah.
That would be really horrific for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But if PS4 has a bad year, that's not going to impact Sony at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just, news is weird when it comes to stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I really would be. I would be more surprised if that Spider-Man went away.
Yeah.
Now I can definitely see there being like more restrictions involved with them.
Yeah, I think people are reporting too early, and I think that maybe it's a negotiation tactic.
Well, remember when Disney was going to buy Fox?
Yeah.
How often they kept talking about it, and several times I thought they already bought it because you talked about it like 2 months ago.
Exactly.
And the way you worded it was, Disney moves to buy Fox.
Yeah.
That title that sounds like, oh, they finished the contract.
Yeah.
Not like Disney talks again with Fox.
Yeah. Exactly.
Was what the actual article was, because a lot of times we don't have time to read a full article, do we?
Yeah.
Or if it's poorly written.
Yeah.
Like that last one I read about Disney buying Fox.
Yeah.
I still wasn't sure until I actually asked you, and you had read 2 or 3 different articles that said, yeah, they did that.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, good. I was confused.
And that's the thing, because like even after the agreement had been made, the dollar amount settled on, it was still like 3 or 4 months before the full transaction went through of the assets.
But every article acted like it had been done a year ago.
Exactly.
And as someone who has done journalism,
you
don't write stories like this.
Exactly.
Oh my god, that's so annoying.
Like the way, like a lot of these headlines for the Spider-Man thing right now are saying Spider-Man out of the MCU. I think Tom Holland still has more films on the contract.
He does.
So
I think there's one other. The next Avengers movies, I think he's the main character for it.
Yeah, I feel like I read somewhere that he had like 2 films left on the contract or something like that.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that contract's tied to Sony, Disney. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know if this deal goes through. Does that contract get null and void? Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, I think he might have already started pre-production for a few things.
Probably.
Does that mean they have to like edit him out of all those scenes?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. Like, even if this does go through, there's going to take a while. There's going to be a lingering effect. He's going to be ghosting around for a while.
Yeah.
He's not just going to be done, pluck, throw.
Yeah. Anyway, don't. What I'm saying is, don't jump to conclusions based on poor journalism. People.
Yeah. Honestly, journalism has never been good when it comes to reporting Hollywood. Never. Never.
Yeah.
It's not even that good with video games.
No, exactly. One person catches a lead, and then that's the headline for like 20 different fucking mean.
Basically, trolls are writing video game news lately.
Yeah.
And like, there is a legitimate problem with video games.
Yeah.
Not violence, but it comes to gambling. There is, but we can't. But this is a very, very tangent I'm going to go on. But it's okay to critique something, but don't immediately you don't have to defend it from everything. Like, when the whole recent debacle with video games caused violence, everyone's immediately on video games defense. That's right, but at the same time, there's all these EA loot box scandals, and people were jumping on those people attacking loot boxes too.
Yeah.
No, video games do not cause violence, but there is proof that they can lead to gambling problems. Yeah. Just because we defend and love a media or something like that does not mean we're not allowed to say, hey, this is some shady crap, or this is some not good things. Can we address this elephant in the room? Yeah. No, you only want to address that other elephant in the room? We can only address one at a time? Yeah. I thought humans could multitask.
Anyway, that's a non-anime tangent.
Well, I haven't been here for a while, so I had to get some tangents out of me. They were building up like a little virus.
Next episode.
Is Frieza going to lose? We're going to do a nice little double feature.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, technically, we're gonna. The next episode is technically Spirited Away. Yes. But we already have a planned after talk. We're gonna follow up on our Gretzko episode. Yeah. And get into
it's kind of a double feature next episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's we've noticed that there's not enough for us, like an episode of just a single Ghibli movie. They're not that long.
Yeah, and not only that, and but at the same time, if we were to do episodes on the new seasons of every show that we previously talked about, we'd never talk about a new anime.
No, we wouldn't. So maybe we might try more double feature little things. We'll see how next episode goes.
Yeah, maybe that'll be a future thing. Like
a movie in a season.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Unless it's like My Hero, because I'm pretty sure the two of us could go through an entire season. My Hero.
Oh yeah. We will. Yeah. We absolutely will.
And it'll be a good way for us to come back to shows we've touched on but never finished or could never finish. Yeah. Like, as much as I didn't enjoy One Piece, I'm pretty sure we'll come back to One Piece one day.
Do we talk about the release date for My Hero?
Yeah, we did last time.
Okay. Just making sure. That's coming very soon.
Yeah, this fall.
Yes. October 12th.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Yep. So it's going to be like the start of October will be My Hero, and then I'll have to jump to Halloween mode, and then as soon as that's over, jump back to My Hero mode.
Well, maybe we'll wait till the season actually is progressed a little bit.
I didn't say here. I meant my mentality.
Oh, okay, yeah. Viewer-wise, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, glad to be back. Glad to be back at podcasting.
I missed all of you. People to hear me ramble. I missed that so much. I've been walking up to random people in the street and rambling to them.
He's just been etching on the ceiling in his room, right?
Not on my ceiling.
Yeah.
Robin's told me I'm not looking back to her room for a while.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for your patience.
Yes. Thank you for waiting. I'm sure you've been busy. It's the summer. Everyone's got plans in the summer.
You've either been busy with summer, busy summer vacationing, or if you're like me, busy melting.
Yes. Oh my God. We're not made for the heat.
No, we're not made for this heat, no.
Which, I don't know what the correlation between people who aren't made for heat and anime viewers is, but...
There's definitely that Venn diagram certainly has a lot of crossover.
Yeah. So, as always, you can listen to other episodes of Final Form, Jedi Dropouts, and any other podcast that may or may not be coming soon,
or get a revival.
Yep. You can listen to all that over at www.jedidropouts.podbean.com or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Make sure you follow us on social media, all that stuff.
And we'll see you next time, Space Cowboys.
You said it before I could.
I knew you were going to say it.
Later.